Hey guys, this is Woody the Unexceptional Gamer, and for those of you that watch a lot of my videos, you'll know that one of the things I'd like to do is get a Sandy Ravage-like game. And a Sandy Ravage-like game is one in which you play real aggressively and you get a ton of kills. So they're typically ground war, although not always. And his signature weapons are the UMP and the SPAs. So sometimes when I watch his games, I do it with like an analysis. You know, the games that he uploads on his channels, like every YouTuber, are kind of his highlight games, the ones where everything went well. But I also go to his live stream a lot, and I kind of dissect what he does. And I thought you guys might be interested in watching a game along with me, and hearing the sorts of things that I think about when I watch a Sandy Ravage game, in hopes that I can get a Sandy Ravage game like too. So let's roll the footage and see what we get here. So the first thing here is the story. Apparently he entered this game, and the guys on the other team were talking all this trash about how they were going to, destroy him and etc. So what he did is he set up his kill streaks in such a way that would maximize his chances of getting a nuke, and that means Harrier, Chopper Gunner, AC-130. And if we look at his opening round here, let's stop and take a look. He goes straight to here. So Sandy puts on Marathon and heads straight to this green car. And in his live stream, I watched him do a lot too. This seems to be his standard opening route. And he uses this green car for cover. And then that's sort of a critical thing. If you don't watch him a lot, or if you don't watch him carefully, it looks like Sandy just rushes around with a chicken with his head cut off and kills everyone he sees with laser beam eyes. But if you study the tape a little more carefully, you'll see that's not what actually happens. So he opens with a nade spot, and let's put this thing in play again. Boom. So he gets the nade kill, and he's cleaning this guy out. You can see he's using this car really effectively. He stays behind cover all the time. Looks like he didn't expect that window to be there, but that's cool. So here's another spot. This is a dangerous route to take. So what Sandy likes to do is, it looks like, is head over to the right underneath here. And there's two routes. I often head towards the left and run behind the dumpsters. He's over here on the right, running underneath the roof. But what he's not doing is he's not running up over the center. That's where the baby buffalo graze, and that's not who Sandy is. So even though he's moving forward really aggressively, he's doing it in such a way that he's not wide open, that he's not that easy to kill. And let's watch him play some more. Alright, so there's a known hiding spot back here. It's not a spawn spot, but he checks it out. And if he were to catch a guy there, he would have the jump on him. And he would almost certainly get that kill, because the guy would just be sitting there unable to deal with his strafe. This is a slow part in the game. He's clearing out this room behind them. So he knows they have the Charlie spawn. And look at that, 2 easy kills. And he was ready for that guy, but he wasn't quite patient enough. He had his sights up, but they got past him, so whatever. Now it looks like they're working the spawn trap, and this is one of the nicer ways to work this map. The other team has BC, and they're trying to lock Sandy up at the top of the hill there. The team had a good idea, but look, this guy's hard to spawn trap, and that's what happens when you try to trap Sandy. So again, he's working. If you see, he moves from car to car, and he does what. Look at this guy. He is not running around corners blindly. He is not just taking this thing and sprinting all game long, even though it kind of looks like he's sprinting all game long. Did you see him set up behind the green car there? And he's running around these corners with his sights up. What you're not seeing Sandy do is you're not seeing him sprint behind or sprint around corners. Instead, he's trying to pick up this gun here. Instead, he's slowly working his way from cover to cover. And let's take another look at that. So Sandy's trying to figure out where to drop his airstrike, and he spots the other team has an enemy care package right there. And he wisely decides to move the airstrike over to right on top of the care package, because those things are a honeypot. At least one guy is going to be racing right towards it. And oftentimes, whole teams of people. I mean, this is ground war, right? We could have 3 and 4 people rushing, trying to get the same care package. And, if you're about to call in a Harrier, then it's a good idea to drop it there. It's better than some random place or even on their spawn. They're triple capped. You don't know where they're going to be, but the care package is a good choice. I approve. So he gets a double kill, and on top of that, a hit marker with his Harrier strike, which isn't the greatest, the most impressive one you'll ever see. but it was certainly better than a random pick. And now he has his chopper gunner, so he's going for a nuke here. And what do you do, when you've got this thing? What Sandy does is he goes to the safest area of the map he possibly can. His own team is spawning Charlie, so it's really unlikely that the other team is going to come back here. And he goes into the chopper gunner. So this footage is sped up to some extent, but I watched him use the chopper gunner, and he uses it a lot like he does the AC-130. He tries to locate the enemy spawn, get some kills, and then kill them right as they respawn. So the key thing about killing them as they spawn is twofold. One, you get a nice lump of people, and two, the people that have just respawned are the ones most likely to have their anti-air class. He plays on the Xbox, and I hate to bring up this whole Xbox PS3 thing, but Xbox players are super fast to respawn with their stingers, and you have to be aware of that. If someone recently spawned while there's air power up, there's a really good chance that they respawn with a stinger in their hand, and he has that in mind, and he's working the kills. So now he has a nuke, and he's got this win locked up. So you look at this guy, Jacko, with his Commando Pro, gets the kill on Sandy. So there you have it. It happens to the best of them. And that's just the way it is. So watch him use this plant there. You see him move from cover to cover. What you don't, he's got the car there. Every time he gets into an engagement, now he's using this wall, and he got shot, so he's going to heal up. What you don't see him doing a lot of is, look at that baby buffalo out there. It's like he put his, he mounted his head for you already, standing up tall on top of those steps there. Sandy doesn't do his opponents that favor. He's gonna steal their care package. Nice. Sandy doesn't do his opponents that favor. Every time you encounter Sandy, he's working the engagement. He's controlling it, and I was kind of surprised to see that. So here's a guy on the other side who does about the same thing. But again, let's watch that again. Watch Sandy do this. I mean, how many times have you been in a situation like this where you ran up the middle in your effort to get the kill? But that's not what he does. What he does is he stays behind there and strafes side to side from behind cover until the other guy's down. He's not running up the middle. He's not the baby buffalo in this situation. He's making sure that he's got the edge for every gunfight. Okay, so I'm going to call this a stopping point for part 1 of Dissecting Sandy Ravage. Part 2 is going to be on the Huppet Gaming YouTube channel. So Huppet Gaming is a website I think you guys know about sharing gamer tags. It's also a YouTube channel. And what we intend to have on there are the best videos on YouTube. We're going to no chaff, all wheat, and only the best stuff, only the best directors. And I look at these things and I selectively even decline people who submit videos because we only want good stuff. We want, when you see a Huppet video, for you to be all about it. So anyway, there should be an annotation on the screen. There should be a link in the description. And you can click on those and check out the video, and we'll have part 2 up there. If you like it, I hope that you subscribe to the channel, and that this thing can grow and be to the point where every time you see a Huppet video, you say, aha, cool, this is going to be good.